Welcome back, everyone. Let me turn my camera on, but as I'm doing it, basically I just wanted to make a quick video on an update on all of the here it says anti-Israeli siege, protests, riots, whatever you want to call them. Let me go ahead and turn on my camera here. Yeah, there we go. So whatever you want to call them, really. Here's one of the videos of New York, of a officer trying to end one of these anti-Israel sieges at the Columbia University building. So I mean, I'm not gonna watch this entire thing, but you can see here they're moving barricades, which are, it looks like lunch tables and stuff, such that I'm sure they're putting. I don't know why they're up there, actually. I have no idea. It's just a random act, but we can see them all in the front here, guarding the doors. Maybe if I rewind, you might be able to see it. They're singing something. I don't know what they're singing. If you know what they're singing, if you have recollection of this, or if you know about this, knowledge about this, let me know in the comments, you know, educate me. But they're obviously blocking the doors, not letting people in. We can see the doors there. People are in front of the doors. That's what we can infer based on what we see. Just keep looking at it here. We can see they're still moving shit out the way. Not really giving a fuck actually about anyone. Which I agree with. I mean, the Columbia University, I mean, let's just keep going. Let's just say protests. Look this up. See what's going on here. Yeah, okay, so we see protesters breach and barricade inside main Columbia University building. Let's see what we got here. So we could see there, we got some stuff going on. Let's see what's going on here. So we see hands, what, I don't know, hands hell, maybe, I don't know what that is, or hands hell, I don't know, I can't really see because of the fold. But I mean, we see people stacked on top of the statues here. I don't know if they're, I don't know if those are people trying to get pictures of what's going on, or those are the protesters. You can see more stuff here, hanging stuff up. Oh yeah, they're holding up Israeli flags there. Or is that an Israeli flag? Sorry, I don't... No, I'm dumb. Palestinian? I think it's Palestine. Okay, yeah, Palestine. Sorry. Sorry. So we see more that sign there again. We obviously see physical interaction there.
The NYPD is a very robust police force, right? And so presumably they won't need to get.
Oh, this is, oh my god, this is a minute ago. Wow, 1968.
But, you know,
same stuff going on, really. But yeah, we could see they're all lining up in the middle. This is where this video is taking place now. We can see kind of like the same stuff going. We saw that door before. We saw the cops coming this way, you know, breaking in through here, with tools and stuff, it looks like. Oh, that's loud for me. So yeah, they're breaking, they're kind of doing what they're needing to do, ramming into the door. It looks like they have stuff stacked on top of, or on the back side of this door, to not let anyone in, obviously. They probably have it locked or something. Let's see what else they got going on. So I think my overall opinion on this, I think the NYPD are doing something that's needed to be done here. If you defend this, I don't know where you're coming from. Obviously, you're coming from something, right? But I don't know what they're doing here. But these protests have turned into riots, picket protests. And because we're seeing them vandalize, we're seeing them do all of the video showcased them breaking in. This other video that we watched from the news channels, we saw them breaking in, or they said that they broke in. We didn't see them breaking in, but we saw barricades and stuff like that, human barricades, object barricades that we can see in this video that we're watching. Them trying to remove them. So that gives the police officers all jurisdiction and ability to remove and detain or arrest everyone inside involved with the protest. Legally, they are allowed to do that. And legally, this is very dangerous. The protesters are doing something very dangerous here by vandalizing this, especially with other people inside of the building. I mean, this is a university. It's a very big building. There's a lot of people inside of it. It's Columbia University, so I mean, it's a very popular school inside of New York. So we can see here, yeah, they're trying to break in. Oh yeah, so we see chains here wrapped around the door. We can see a whole bunch of objects and stuff, maybe tables, I don't know, different types of stuff, broken glass. I don't know if this is by the police or not, probably. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was from the protesters or the rioters now. Yeah, see, so we could see a whole bunch of stuff here. We see people inside. Yeah, this is very hectic. Wow. So as they're breaking in, people, we just saw a pole go across. Yeah, people are putting shit across here to stop them. Like a broom's gonna do anything though. As they're doing this. Yeah, this is a lot of vandalism included with this. So anyone involved should be arrested. Involved. What is I don't know what the hell's going on. I think that's stuff falling. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, so here we go. Now we're seeing the real. Now we're seeing the real surge. So we see all these people inside here, being pushed down and stuff. Yeah, so if you're saying like, oh, you know, they're not fighting back here, they are clearly fighting back. We can see this guy right here with the sign that gets yanked and thrown. He has his hands on the police officer here. What looks to be his shield. We see his arms obviously reaching out towards the officers, maybe pushing them or just grabbing them, which does give the cops jurisdiction to do this. Not jurisdiction, but the ability to do that. Yeah, we see people getting pushed over and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this is just not allowed. This is just like I said in my previous video that I said or talked about this topic. The entire message that they're trying to get across is completely subjective, and it's something that you can believe or not believe, and it's something if you support or don't support, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that if you support it or not, and there's nothing wrong with them trying to get this message out. But the thing about it is that the way that they're doing it it should not be like this. Like, if you protest to get a message across and it's fully legal, you can do it, and it will get the messages across, and it can get the message across. But when you turn it from a protest into a major riot with vandalism, you know, assault in different types of things. We've seen, I've watched some videos off of the recording of people assaulting some of these police officers, pushing them down or trying to fight back. I saw in one of the other videos, right, some of these people came out with trash cans as shields and tried to hit the cops, and that didn't work out with them for them, right? It's a trash can, right? It's not gonna work. But we saw stuff like that, and there's little things that will cause bigger things, make it a riot. Now that it's most definitely a riot because they're breaking into these buildings, they're barricading themselves, and they're doing their best to try to get people, or try to get some of these people to not enter the building through barricading and all these other tactics. I don't know what they did fully, but we can see they're barricading themselves in here, which is illegal. It is a riot, which can get you arrested, and everyone. The people sitting down here, we obviously don't see them going down and then arresting everyone. Obviously, there's too many people, right? We just see them stay there, sit down, don't do anything. I think the main point of this, the thing that the cops were trying to do here, was really just get them to stop, get them out of here, right? So they're gonna probably clear the building now. I don't know. Yeah. So this ends here. Yeah, here we go. So we see in this video, we see 170 protesters get arrested at Columbia, or the University of Columbia. City College receives summonses. I don't know what that is. Let's go ahead and translate that. What? Okay. Yeah. So let's see here.
Breaking news, the images coming in right now. Among these crackdowns on campus protests, the NYPD now at the scene in riot gear at Fordham University as we come on tonight.
Yeah.
We also have new images of the NYPD at Columbia University going into that hall through a second floor window to move those protesters who smashed their way in out. Those aerials tonight just coming in. This is Fordham University, NYPD officers in tactical gear confronting protesters. As we come on, we've just been told that Fordham has officially asked the NYPD to help. Now, this comes after those images last night as we were on the air in the West. Scores of officers marching on Columbia's campus.
Yeah.
Some in riot gear using a ramp to enter Hamilton Hall through a second-story
Wow.
window.
Yeah. I mean, that just shows that this is getting to the point where it's really fucked up. I mean, we're barricading ourselves so much that these SWAT officers can't get through the main entrances. They have to go through windows and stuff to get to you guys. Like, come on. This isn't the right way to put a message across. You know what I mean? Like, you can't try to put a message across and then do it the wrong way, right? It's gonna that's gonna make that's gonna alter your message. That's gonna alter the way that people think of your message. It's just that's how it works, right? Like, if I go to a cop and I say, oh, you're like, if I go to a sheriff or like a, you know, like someone like a lieutenant of the LSPD, LAPD, right? And I'm like, your department is corrupt, right? But then then there's another way. I go up to him and I start really getting to his face, and I'm yelling at him, and I'm like, you're corrupt, you're corrupt. If you are if you are a human being, that is gonna alter the way that you view my message. If you're that lieutenant, that's gonna alter the way that you view me and my message. Rather than if I just go up to you politely and I start, you know what I mean? You can apply the same logic to this. You know what I mean? Like, you can do it other ways, legal ways, to get your message across, rather than turning stuff into riots and barricading yourself this much to the point where you're getting your protesters arrested. 170 protesters arrested. Like, that's not, I bet that wasn't the moral thing that you wanted to, that's not the message that you guys wanted to get across. Like, I bet that's not what it was at all. Yeah, I don't know what all of this is. A lot of these schools are canceling their graduations. Let's see what he says.
I'm not going to wait until it's done, and all of a sudden acknowledge the existence of it.
So far, neither police nor prosecutors are saying how many of those arrested were from outside the school. The White House today pressed on whether the president supported deploying the NYPD into schools.
They have the right to peacefully protest. Forcibly taking over a building is not peaceful. It's just not.
That's what I just said, guys. And then if you can't understand that and you can't see what she's saying and I'm saying, then maybe you need to take a step back, get a different view on life in general. You know what I mean? You're allowed to peacefully protest. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do what you are allowed to do, right? It makes sense. I don't need to say it multiple times. But when it goes to a point where you're breaking into buildings in colleges and universities, that's where it gets to a riot. And then you're doing that and you're barricading yourself and you're assaulting officers and assaulting the people that are there. That's where it gets out of line. And that's where your entire message that you want to get across alters.
Tonight, with Columbia's lawn now cleared of tents for the first time in 2 weeks, pro-Palestinian protesters and professors slamming school administrators and the police response.
This is the conscience of a nation speaking through your kids, through young people who are risking their futures, who are risking suspension, expulsion, criminal arrest.
Yep.
Overnight,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these, look at this.
a disturbing turn at UCLA with an all-out.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, dude.
Overnight, a disturbing turn.
We see here, look at this guy with a pallet. Or not a pallet, but a thing of wood. He was about to just randomly hit some guy over the head. Or was gonna do something else, or like he could have accidentally done that. There was a nail in there, and now the guy's bleeding out of his head. Right? There's stuff like, there's a little things like that could turn something into, and then people start seeing that and they're like, oh my god, I need to kill that guy. Wait, no, I'm gonna beat on that guy. You know what I mean? Like, there's little things that fuck everything up. That's what happens.
All-out brawl after counter-protesters.
Like, look at this guy just randomly socks someone in the head.
To break down a pro-Palestinian encampment. Fistfights erupted.
Yeah,
People hitting
like,
each
this doesn't get your your message across. This just alters your message. Now I can understand your message, but now I know you're a bitch. Like, now I know that, oh, I understand your message and maybe I agree with your message, but now I know that the way that you put it across to us is a dumb way. And now maybe I don't like you because of that. Maybe let me take a step back and review your message. Like, I don't know what these guys are trying to get across anymore. I think their message, their overall main message just altered so much. And I don't even understand anymore what's happening. But yeah, guys, if you have anything to say in the comments. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people arguing in the comments last video. I don't care what y'all do. But put your opinion on the comments. I'll review it. I mean, I won't, I'll look at it, comment or something like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. See ya.